Hi guys, happy Saturday. Welcome to day one of the 5-day challenge on how to transition from employee to entrepreneur and also how to reinvent yourself. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I know I said in a previous video I'm going to do this as a 3-day challenge, and I decided this morning I'm going to do it as a 5-day versus 3-day because I want to be here for you guys, okay? So first of all, my intention of putting together these trainings is to help you shorten your time gap and shorten your learning curve on how you get to step into being an entrepreneur. So that's my intention. And the topic that we're going to be covering today is really connecting with really getting clarity. Hi there, love. How's it going? So really connecting with your calling, clarity on your calling, clarity on your vision, clarity on your purpose, and also clarity on your passion. And so the number one thing that you actually want to know before you step into leaving your corporate job and stepping into being your own boss is asking yourself, are you your best employee? And so that is number one. And so you want to really connect with, are you the top performer in your company in what you're doing, or where are you? Like, are you like how are you performing, right? And I ask this because you want to be humble in your experience of transitioning from an employee to entrepreneur, because here's the thing, being an entrepreneur is not for everyone. Let's be real, okay? Because the entrepreneurial journey is a complete roller coaster. It has lots of ups and downs, and it's really not for anyone, and it's also not for the person who has a light of heart, right? So you definitely want to have a skill, right? And then the other thing is really connecting with why you want to be an entrepreneur. And so ask yourself, why do I want to leave my corporate job? Like, why do I want to leave my corporate job? Because I have a vision, I have a dream, I have a calling, I have something that I want to create. I feel called to do something, to create something in the marketplace. Or do you want to leave your job because you hate your job, you hate your boss, you hate the people you work with? Okay? And so that is also another thing you actually get to consider, because if you're leaving your job to start your business because you hate your boss, you hate your job, and also you hate the people you work with, then that's actually not a good idea for you to leave your job. So actually I feel like at this point the alternative for you is to find a new job versus being your own boss, right? And really looking at, like, what is it about the job that you're in that you don't like, and what can you, and what's really in the gap there, right? And so the point of me sharing this with you is because if you're coming from a space of being inspired, so if you're inspired to be your own boss, be an entrepreneur because you feel called to make a difference, add value, put something in the marketplace, solve a problem in the marketplace, then absolutely. But if you're leaving your job, your corporate job, to be in a space of, because you hate it, if, for example, you're really coming from a space of desperation versus inspiration. So really, I want you to connect with that. So going back to you being your best employee, so are you your best employee? Like, how are you showing up? Are you showing up as the best person in your life? Are you showing up as the CEO of your life? Are you showing up as the rock star that you're meant to be? So how are you showing up? So as far as clarity, you can start in many different directions. So this is one way for you to get clear, is really get connected to your why. Why do you want to be an entrepreneur? Like, really be super clear about that. Because if you're not sure why you want to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to tell you this, you're going to encounter a lot of obstacles and a lot of barriers to, like, what you're creating, and you're going to be one of those people who starts and who's going to back out quickly and say, peace out, this is hard, I'm struggling, this is not for me, okay? And so I want to hear you guys, because I can see some comments. So definitely, thanks for the love, guys. I love the love. Yeah, share some love. Hearts, like, yeah, thank you. And Yeah, she like really connect with like what's really, I would love to hear like what's resonating with you here from this message. So look at the why. Like, why do you want to be in business? Why do you want to be your own boss? Like, do you want to make a difference, or do you want to just escape? Is this like, building a business an escape mechanism for you to run away from something that you can't or are not willing to deal with? Because here's the opportunity. The opportunity is for you to actually look at what the barrier is and where you're at, and have a breakthrough in that specifically, versus being stuck in a job that is not fulfilling and that you hate, and then not do anything about it. You get what I'm saying? And so really connect with your why, and connect with your passion, and connect with your purpose, and also connect with your calling. And really the real question is, what do you want? Like, what do you truly, truly want? Like, what is it that you want in life? How can you create a life by design versus a life by default? An example of a life by default is you getting up, going to work, same old, rat race, routine. I've been there. I know exactly what that's like, and it sucks. I'll just be honest. It just wasn't really where I wanted to be. I just found myself being in that space, and I was so committed to transitioning from being from fulfilling someone else's vision to really fulfilling my own vision. Because essentially, if you're working for someone else, you're helping them fulfill their vision versus you fulfilling your vision. So, yeah, that's so true. Yes, absolutely. So really connect with that. Like, what is your vision? So if you don't have a vision, if you don't have a why, if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have a passion, then that's really the first place you get to start. You get to start with all of that. You get to start with a purpose, a passion, and if you're not sure what you're really passionate about, my recommendation is to really connect with, what did you do when you were a kid? Like, what are some of the things that you were so passionate about as a kid that you would spend hours on end doing, and time would go by and be like, oh my god, it's nighttime already. You know what I mean? So that would be a good indication of what you're passionate about. Another indication is look at where you spend your time. So look at your calendar and look at, where are you spending most of your time? Where are you spending your time? Like, are you spending most of your time at work? Are you spending your time what do you do outside of work, right? And so that is also an indication of what you truly value, because if you value family, you'll create time for family. If you value health, you will create time for health. If you value doing things like philanthropic, you will create time for that. So look at, like, what do you value? Because essentially what you want to do is you want to build a business, in the sense, when you get to build a business, you want to build a business that is an extension, a reflection, and an expression of who you are as a person, because your business is not separate from you, it's actually a part of who you are. So if you're the type of person who's uncleared on what that looks like, this is your opportunity to be cleared. So here's my stretch for you. My stretch is, you get to spend 20 minutes to journal about why you want to be your own boss, essentially. And I would love to hear from you. I would love for you to take on that challenge in the next 24 hours, and then comment comment here on this video with what came up for you, okay? So love you guys. Hope this was helpful. See you tomorrow, same time, same channel, 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern. Hope this was helpful. Love you. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.